Hello everybody and welcome to another Nephilim Builds. Today we're going to show them what you love as Seras Victoria from Hellsing. As always, keep in mind that these videos are about capturing the spirit of the character rather than capturing their abilities perfectly. With that said, let's start with ability scores. We're going to start off with the 15 in Dexterity. Seras is an incredible shot. After that is the 14 in Strength. Being a vampire will do that to you. Next is the 13 in Charisma. Seras is very lovable. We'll put the 12 into Constitution, she'll need to be able to take a hit, and then the 10 into Wisdom. She's got good eyes. We'll dump Intelligence just because we don't need it. For race, she started as a human, but now she's a vampire, and Dampier overrides your old race anyway. We'll put our increases into Strength and Dexterity and take Perception and Intimidation for skills. We'll also get Dark Vision of 60 feet, Deathless Nature, Spider Climb, and Vampiric Bite, and speak Common and Infernal. For background, I feel like City Watch is a good substitute for Police Girl. We'll get Watcher's Eye, Proficiency in Athletics and Insight, and 2 more languages, which will be Abyssal and Undercommon. Why Undercommon? Because I think people are secretly getting tired of every other character speaking Celestial on this channel. Moving on to class, we're going to kick things off as a fighter, getting Proficiency in Strength and Constitution saving throws, and taking Acrobatics and History for skills. We'll also be proficient in all weapons, armor, and shields. At level 1 we get Second Wind and our fighting style, which will be unarmed fighting, and at level 2 we get Action Surge. At level 3 we get our martial archetype, which will be Battle Master. We'll take proficiency in Painter's Supplies for giggles and get our combat maneuvers. We'll take Sweeping Attack to hit multiple ghouls at once, Lunging Attack for extra reach, and Grappling Strike. Arm bars for everyone. At level 4 we'll get an ability score improvement, which we'll use to take the Sharpshooter feat. Next we're going to multiclass to Barbarian, getting Rage and Unarmored Defense at level 1. At level 2 we get Danger Sense and Reckless Attack, and at level 3 we get our Primal Path, which will be Path of the Beast, getting Form of the Beast. This gives us access to a bite that actually uses Strength instead of Constitution, I'll never understand why they did that with Dampier, and some claws that are made stronger by our fighting style. At level 4 we'll get an ability score improvement, which we'll put into Strength. At level 5 we get extra attack and fast movement, and at level 6 we get Bestial Soul, making our beast weapons magical, meaning we now have the Shadow Claw. And yes, that flies. The Ravenloft book literally has a picture of a reborn with a literal phantom limb. There is no mechanic for that, and it's technically a different race, but it shows that kind of flavoring is allowed. Next thing we're going to do is multiclass to Undead Warlock, getting Form of Dread. At level 2 we get our Invocations, and at level 3 we get our Pact boon, taking Pact of the Chain for a boyfriend. Fun fact, there's no rule that says the special familiars are locked to specific patrons, so you could still take an imp. At level 4 we get another ability score improvement, which we'll put into Dexterity, and we're going to stop at level 5. For our Invocations we'll take Armor of Shadows, Eldritch Sight, and Investment of the Chainmaster. We're going to stop here, which means we finally have our modifiers. Now to talk spells. As a Warlock, our spellcasting ability is Charisma, our spell save DC is 14, our spell attack modifier is +6, and we have 3 cantrips to choose from. We'll take Sword Burst to lash out with our Shadow Claws, Mage Hand to grab things with those claws, and Minor Illusion to manipulate the shadows. As a level 5 Warlock, we have 2 spell slots at 3rd level and 6 spells to choose from. We'll take False Life from Undead just because it's the one spell we can have while raging. We'll also take Arms of Hadar for some shadow damage and Expeditious Retreat to pick up the pace. We'll take Flock of Familiars for some patented Pip surveillance and Dispel Magic for whenever someone tries to fuck with your head. The last spell we'll take is Fly. Obviously most of these will be used before, after, or in between rages. Better hope you end the fight fast or it can get very resource draining. Going back to the main sheet, we're going to give Seras a hunting rifle. We're also going to give that bitch a cannon. Say it with me, bitches love cannons. If your DM is boring and doesn't let you do this, then just take either a Wand of Fireballs or Staff of Fire. With Armor of Shadows, our AC is 17, our movement speed is 40, and our average HP is 110 with 4d10, 6d12, and 5d8 hit dice. And with that, we are done. From here on, the best thing to do is keep going in Fighter for Indomitable and 2 more ability score improvements. You can either cap both your Strength and Dexterity, or since your own scores don't apply to siege weapons, you can just cap your Strength and take the Tough feat, or even Fighting Initiate for Archery. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comments, and I'll see you all next week for another breaking character.